I'm gonna tell you what exactly happens out here.
Lean in.
Yeah,
lean in.
Might have get some tea. Get some
Right.
tea.
Yeah.
Get some
Okay,
tea.
we're
Get
ready.
some tea.
Hey guys, Naza here,
And Sally,
and welcome back to another episode of
dating in the city.
Okay, so today we're at Proper 21. It's a sports bar that's in downtown DC, very close to the White House in the heart of the city. And it's a great location. You just want to come out for drinks, happy hour cocktails, and the like. So if you're in the area, come on down and try some drinks here.
Yes.
Okay, Sally, so who was this very handsome gentleman to my left?
We have a very special guest today. We have former NFL player Byron Westbrook. Byron played with the Washington Redskins for 5 seasons. And now you're currently a high school coach.
Yep.
Tell us, where are you coaching?
I'm at Lansboro High School right now, about 10-15 minutes outside the city. It'll be my 3rd season being the head varsity football coach. So, guys, if you're out in the city, please come support us. Please, please, please.
I think that's so great what you're doing and working with the community and working with kids.
Yeah.
We can tell that you carry that into many realms of your life.
Yeah.
So you now have a talk radio show called the BEP Podcast, where you're talking about everyday things in life, whether it be, love, relationships, careers. But the purpose of the podcast is to project this idea to be better humans.
Yeah.
So you carry that into all parts of your life. Tell us more about the inspiration for you to carry this be better approach.
Yeah, with the podcast, we're just trying to promote that even though things are gonna happen in life, just be a better person about it. And whenever life is hard, just be easy, taking it in stride. These are all life lessons in life. So just be okay, take a breath, calm down, and go ahead and move forward.
We could all use the be easy mantra in the DC area, especially.
Are you saying that we're a little bit high strung and a little type A out here? I don't know about that. Yeah, no.
I'm not saying it.
I'm very West Coast. I give off a West Coast
are
vibe.
you?
I think so. Yeah.
Is this a new thing that you adopted?
A new thing, that laid back lifestyle. So we want to get into our topic today. So you're one of the first guys that we've had on dating in the city, right? And we wanted to have you on because we want to know. I feel like we're always hypothesizing, right? Or what guys want and what guys think, right?
Yeah.
So we were like, you know what? Let's go straight to the source. Tell us. Give us all the details. I'm taking mental and physical notes.
What do guys want?
Like I told you guys earlier, there was a secret emergency men's coalition meeting. I knew this was coming today, and we sat there for 3 hours. We had our
3 hours.
We had our Bibles open. We made sure all our phones and drinks were away. We prayed for the first 2.5 hours. Then a meeting happened.
Right.
But I think what guys ultimately want is just somebody that communicates, supports, loves them, freaking the sheets.
Okay.
But at the same time, just being an honest, loving, supportive woman.
So a topic that has come up often on your podcast is miscommunication between the sexes. And something that you specifically said on your show is that women don't do a good job of communicating their wants and their needs. So a guy is left to guess if a woman is getting what she needs, if she's upset, why she's upset. Is there a particular relationship or something that's happened to you that has led you to believe this is just it for all women?
Yeah, mind reading. Women think men are mind readers.
You're not? You should be.
We're not. We don't understand.
We mind read.
Of course you guys mind
all the
read.
time.
It's called assuming.
No, it's perceptiveness. We're perceptive.
No, it's called women's intuition.
We're 10 steps ahead. We know what you want.
Yeah. And then when
we anticipate your needs.
when you're all wrong, then what?
Right. Well, it's rare that we're wrong.
But yeah, it's just, women really think men are mind readers. And again, when a man and woman are not on the same page, they won't understand what that look means. And again, that takes some time, effort, want to understand your partner. But when you don't have that, you can look at your partner and she could be mean mugging you, But to her, she's like, ooh, come get me.
I'm communicating everything I need in those eyes.
I think every man in a relationship knows what that mean mug is.
Yeah.
I'm never assuming.
Okay, so a while ago, J-Lo posted this thing about how with A-Rod, she was pretty much saying that any guy that's under 32 is just not fully cooked, right? She was just like, ladies, don't even waste your time messing with a guy who's under 32 years old.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that sentiment that like guys that are below their 30s are just not mature enough to really being in a relationship? Or how do you think that's like the general rule, or that's not true?
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Yeah, I mean, there are guys that are ready to get married at 26, 27, 28.
Yeah.
I have several friends that marry before the age of 30. You know, maybe like half my crew that I run with, they got married before they got 30.
Are they still married?
They're still married.
Okay.
They're still married.
Okay.
So
All right.
there's guys out here, but the guys that recognize that they're not ready for marriage and things like that before 32, you shouldn't rush it.
Right,
and I think a lot of guys, I think they get scared that they might not find their wife, so they rush marriage before they're ready to
Really?
get
Because
married.
I feel like you guys are all George Clooneying it and trying to wait till you're 56 to settle down.
I want to get married, but I had to wait till I had to get myself right before even saying those words out my mouth. But I'm glad, again, a man has to mature to understand that about himself. And the biggest thing I've always heard as well, you gotta date yourself. I had to find out who I was, and I had to understand my tics, what things I need to work on, and then going forward, in order to give that to a woman, work on yourself first.
Right.
I want to debunk this theory that I've heard is that when the light bulb goes off for a man and he's ready to settle down, the next woman he meets is who he
Just the
ends
next
up
one off
with.
the street. It don't matter who she is. You gotta be in the right place at the right time, ladies.
It's just a theory, but can you tell us if that is actually something that men do, or is it just time and place? And
I think it's time and place. I mean, if there's a woman that's been there and he's finally got himself together, it's kind of hard to not fall into that relationship naturally and try to make it into something. But when that man's ready and he's emotionally, physically, spiritually ready to take that leap, I don't think the next woman, that's not fair. But I think what can be said is that the next woman he takes serious, he knows what he's looking for, and if she exhibits that, then we can go forward. But if she doesn't exhibit that, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to enjoy it for the perks, cooking, cleaning, sex, whatever. But
y'all give those perks out, ladies, the cooking and the cleaning and the sex?
There are women out here that.
This is why I'm single, y'all.
I think there's a lot of women that give these perks out in the hopes of getting the man to commit.
Right.
And a lot of women get into relationships where they think if they stick it long enough, stick it out long enough, then it'll turn into a committed
And I think that
relationship.
it's like there's a fine line, right? Like you want to demonstrate that you're like wife material without giving the man all the benefits of having a wife that you're not, right? So to me, I'm kind of like, can I cook? Yes. Like, will I be cooking for you every week as like the person I'm dating or my boyfriend? No, right? Because I think that to me is reserved for someone that I'm engaged to or like going to be married to, and not necessarily that I'm going to give to any guy, because I think that guys can get comfortable, right, in the relationship and think that, oh well, you're getting what they say, you're going to get the milk for free, so why buy the cow?
I'm going to tell you what exactly happens out here.
Lean in.
Lean in. Might have get some tea.
Okay, we're ready.
But I think the biggest thing is that women have to understand, you need to know what you want to have from this man before even dealing with a man. So if you meet a guy at proper 21 at the bar, y'all exchange numbers, you need to realize, okay, am I about to have fun with him? Is this going to be a build to potential something? But you're not going to learn that overnight. The first couple of conversations, you can see where it's going, but then you have to make a decision. Okay, this guy, he's a friend. I'm not going to take him serious. So if he does something I don't like, I'm not mad because I'm not checking for him like that. But again, you won't learn that off the first, encounter, right? But once you talk, and you understand his values, his morals, how he's talking, what he's talking about, then you'll put him in the category. But those categories can't overlap. That's the biggest thing right there.
Right.
I put him in the friend category. I let him spend the night, and then I cook for him in the morning. I get mad when he don't wash the dishes, but it's like, well, are we friends? Are we having sex? Are we together? Where are we? So I've learned this lesson so many times, hearing women say, "Tell me, give me the option, give me the choice to make my decision." And men don't want to believe that at all. But I would sit here and say, men, it's true. Just tell them the deal.
Tell us.
And the ball's in their court now. So they make a decision.
Especially for women in their 30s.
Yes.
We don't have time for these games.
No games at all. So being upfront and just telling them exactly what you're looking for, because maybe a woman might be looking for the same thing, but she might not want to put that out there at first. But she sees what you want, then she can react to it, and that's okay. Let the woman be comfortable, because when she's comfortable, you might get a whole lot more than what you think you might get.
So something interesting you said earlier about being in a relationship and taking that leap of faith. So I find that a lot of women take the leap of faith and get into a situationship where,
unbeknownst to them, you're in a situationship, girl, not a relationship.
But they're not aware of the situationship. Like they understand that the guy is feeling them, and is spending quality time together and building somewhere. And then a guy all of a sudden just kind of changes his mind.
Right.
Is it because he now has gotten what he wants and is ready to move on? Is he really just not that into you? I've heard this so many times from so many girlfriends, like the guy just pretty much drops off the face of the earth with no explanation.
Yeah, it's like guys give like the green light, and there's no yellow light. It just like goes to red light, and then you're like, oh, I didn't,
Well, you're coming out too strong. Slow down.
Right. So that's the whole categorization of where are we, but men and women don't want to have that talk of that brutally honest, where are we talk. And that's where a lot of men and women will fall short of dating, whatever, situationships, whatever. But you would think in your late 20s, mid 30s, that you have a sense of like, look, I don't have time to waste no more.
Right.
What is it? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? If you come over 3 nights a week, does that mean you my girl now? Like what is it? But all I can do is put my chips on the table, tell you what I'm looking for, what I can deal with, and if you can't deal with that, then we gotta move on. But that conversation needs to be had.
When should you have the conversation? Ideally. To not scare someone off, but you also don't want to waste your time.
Let's lean in again, ladies. What the brotherhood of men say.
I think after a month.
Okay. Of
After a
consistent
month.
dating
Of consistent communication.
Communication. Okay.
Communication.
So can we ask you about some of the red flags that men exhibit that demonstrate that they're not interested in you? That maybe they're stringing you along, maybe they're trying to get something out of you, but they're actually really not interested in you.
I'm trying to get all the secrets.
All the secrets. Look, we have a limited amount of time. We can squeeze this lemon for all we can get.
If you can never go to his house,
Oh, that's a good one.
Look.
What's he hiding in there?
Roaches.
Family?
Roaches, you get an exterminator. You know what I'm saying? You get your exterminator. So the guy's like, if he's constantly making excuses of why you can't come over, or why I can't be spontaneous and meet you here, or stuff like that, he's hiding something about himself.
Only hitting you up at 11:30. Ladies, come on.
But it's up on a Monday, then it's a Friday, then it's maybe the next Thursday. He ain't feeling it. He's not interested. But those red flags you see in the beginning, you better investigate those, take note of those, put them in the journal, do something. But just realize if you don't address them, they're going to be built on.
They're not going away.
So, inquiring minds want to know, is having sex on the first date pretty much a deal breaker? Are you pretty much dismissing a woman who does that, or is there potential to be in a relationship with someone who does?
Listen, that rule is such a social media rule. Somebody who had sex with his wife on the first date, they were talking for hours on hours. They eventually kissed. That kissing turned into touching, rubbing, and they've been together, 9 years now.
Wow.
Okay.
So I don't think that rule really exists, because if you had sex on the first date, it might be that connection that you might need.
Right.
Or he just wants you to want to talk to this person more. It was that magical to you. Some people wait, again, the 90 days.
Right.
They have sex and be like, oh, this is trash, I'm out. So the time periods I don't think matter. I think the intent and what you want, that's what really matters.
Right. So in in modern dating, it's almost like intimacy and like being physical is not valued as it used to be. And so I think that that's a really good point, that you can build a lasting relationship, because like you said about your friend, it was more about the immediate chemistry and connection that they felt talking to each other than just going on a date and jumping into the bed.
Right.
I think a lot of people too with modern dating equate intimacy with not just physical, a physical connection, but an emotional one. I think a lot of people feel emotions are more intimate than being physical with someone, because of where we are in terms of like social media and how fast-paced the world is. Like, it takes a lot to sit down with someone and have an emotional connection, because it takes a lot of work. And a lot of people don't want to put in that work.
Yeah, a lot of guys don't understand what intimacy is, and when they hear like intimate moments, they're thinking, oh, we're having sensual sex. That's what a lot of men think. But intimate moments could be just sitting on the couch watching her favorite show, talking,
making a meal together.
Exactly. Walking down the street, down past Proper 21. So those are all intimate moments that, again, men have to take that ego, that macho out, and just when you embrace your, like I always believe, when you embrace your woman and she sees you're into her and you're making her happy, trust me, everything that you want from this woman, and she's gonna give you that plus more. But guys gotta realize that. And I'm saying this, and I'm a man, so
I think this is the takeaway.
Right.
I think this is the takeaway. So you've heard what men want today, ladies.
We did it. We answered the question. We got the man to come and answer the question.
So take these nuggets,
these men's secrets.
try them out in your personal dating lives, and let us know if they work. And if they don't, we're bringing Byron back.
Right.
Well, we're gonna talk it out.
Yeah,
definitely.
So thanks for joining us for another episode of
Dating in the City.
Dating in the City. And so make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. We love to see you guys following and commenting. Also, make sure that you have downloaded Carpe DM. How many times do we have to tell you guys? He's on there. Look at this. Don't miss this opportunity, ladies. We're on there. Gentlemen, don't miss this opportunity. So make sure you've downloaded the app. Give it a try.
And don't forget to listen to the BEP Podcast.
Their link is right here. And follow on IG, all the social media networks.
BEP Pod, BEASYPOD.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.